Hi guys, I hope you're well. So I came across a few verses in Isaiah today, and I believe that it's very relevant for this time, especially now that a majority of us are making setting our goals for next year. If you haven't already, you're in the process of doing that exercise, making plans for next year, setting budgets. And these verses I'm going to read, I believe it's very timely, and then I will share the short message that follows. I pray that you be blessed by this. So it's Isaiah 28 verse 23 to 29, and the heading of the title, the scripture is listen to the teaching of God. And it says, give ears and hear my voice, listen and hear my speech. Thus the plowman keeps plowing all day to sow, does he keep turning his soil and breaking the clods? Thus, when he has leveled its surface, does he not sow the black cummin and scatter the cummin, plant the wheat in row and the barley in the appointed place, and the splits in his place? For he instructs him in his right judgment. Who's God? His God teaches him. 27 says, for the black cummin is not threshed with a threshing sledge, nor is a cartwheel roll over the cummin, but the black cummin is beaten out with a stick, and the cummin with a rod. Flour must be ground, therefore he does not thresh it forever. Break it with his cartwheel, or crush it with his horsemen. This also comes from the Lord of hosts, who is wonderful in counsel and excellence in guidance. And so the simple interpretation I got from this is that God instructions leads you into working smart and not working too hard. Sometimes our goals and aspiration, we set them based on what we are capable of, our strength, our what we think we can do, and sometimes we might end up striving so much that we become resentful. We think, why didn't God help you do that? But maybe it's because you haven't been in that place of hearing the voice of God. If you're listening to me today, do you believe that God speaks to us in this day? Because he does. If you don't believe that, it's about time you go into that place and start hearing the voice of your maker. Isaiah 30 verse 21 is one of the most amazing inspirational verses I find in the Bible, and I really want that to be a living experience for me. It says, whether 21 says, whether you turn to the right or to the left, your ears will hear a voice behind you saying, this is the way, walk in it. And wouldn't that be amazing to hear the voice of God, the God who knows the end from the beginning and the beginning from the end. So sorry, correction there. And just you being his child, putting your plans in front of him, what will take you 10 years to accomplish, he can give you the best instructions, the best guidance. As he said, he gives excellent guidance for you to accomplish it in the most amazing time, in acceleration. I hear a lot of prophetic words saying acceleration, but if you are wanting this acceleration, you can't hear God's voice, you can't hear his instructions, you can't hear when he says turn left or turn right, then we are not fully experiencing who he is for us and our full identity in him. So I just really encourage you to go into that place. Maybe God might ask you to drop a few things. Some things in your life might have to go for you to be able to hear him. He definitely speaks to us. I have experienced it. I desire to experience more. I desire to hear him more. We have a living relationship with him. Our relationship with God through Jesus Christ is a personal relationship. It's likened to a marriage. If you're not speaking to your husband or wife, your spouse, and you're not communicating, the marriage crumbles. So I encourage you to set hearing God as a priority on your goals this year. Pray that you're blessed. Take care. Thanks for listening. Bye.